All right, well, I'm standing here at training camp with Mr. Robert Griffin III. How are you, sir?
Good, and you?
Good to see you again, man.
You too, man.
This guy knows his movies. So first of all, I'm a movie reviewer. Obviously, you're a football player. So I want to do a little role reversal here. What have you seen recently, and give me your reviews of those movies real quick.
I've seen Hercules, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right, so start with Turtles. What'd you think of the movie?
I thought it was good. Initially when I first saw the previews, you see how big the turtles are, and they're huge. But
yeah.
I thought it was a fun movie. If you want to go spend some time with the family and get some laughs and see some action, I thought it was great.
See, he might be taking my job here at Fox 5, man. You want to come do movie reviews for us? They would fire me in 2 seconds.
No, they wouldn't. You're a great interviewer.
Thanks, buddy. You're a good man. All right, so Hercules, what'd you think about that? See, Hercules is a movie that got bashed by critics.
Right.
I liked the movie. I thought it was fun watching rock smash people. What's your deal on that?
Yeah, I think anytime you take something so traditional like Hercules and you change the whole outcome of it,
yeah.
It was kind of disproving the myth of Hercules and showing how everything could have been done and how Hercules could have actually lived.
Yeah.
So I thought it was an interesting twist on the story. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The Rock, you go see him. For the ladies, you go see a buff guy, and for the guys, you get to see guys get beat up, thrown around. So I thought it was good too.
All right, I get these things called nerd tears when I watch movies. I get so geeked out that I get teary-eyed. When I watch Guardians, I was nerding out. Do you nerd out in movies?
I don't nerd out in movies. I am like I told you, I'm a guy that if a movie really hits me, I get moved, and I'm not afraid to shed a tear here and there.
That's right. You cried in what was the movie again?
And The Fault in Our Stars, which was a great movie.
I cried at the end of that movie so hard, but she was laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And P.S. I love you too, man.
Yes, I love you. So I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was a good movie.
Yeah.
Good action. Actually, had a great script.
And the music, man, the soundtrack.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was low key funny.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good film too.
If you were a movie reviewer, if most reviewers have like stars, thumbs up, what would be your rating system? Would you give it like snaps or pairs of socks? What would be your rating system?
Yeah, we could do pairs of socks. I think 5 pairs of socks for Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Turtles is probably 4, and I'd probably give 5 to Fault in Our Stars too.
Look at that, pairs of socks. Now I didn't do socks today, but I got the PF Flyer. Remember the movie The Sandlot?
I do.
Yeah.
You got the PF Flyers though. That's awesome.
Now you're good with the sock game, but how about the boxer game?
The boxer game.
Dude,
Wow.
TMNT, have you delved into the boxer game yet?
I have. I don't, just go around and randomly show men
That's
my
true.
boxers.
That's true.
But other than that, yeah, I have a boxer game going on too. Superheroes, Marvel, all that.
Dude, like Batman or something like that?
Family Guy, Batman,
Look at this.
Superman. You got to. I mean, if you just know if you wear the socks.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else special.
You don't coordinate socks and boxers, do you?
I do not.
Okay.
Try to,
keep it manly.
Keep it as manly as I possibly can.
Wally cries in Fault in Our Stars.
Exactly. No shame.
Dude, I'm with you on that. All right, so we're getting to the spiral here. I can't throw a spiral. The Sports Junkies, the radio show, have been making fun of me for years, and I can't throw a spiral. Do you remember the first perfect spiral you threw? Do you remember that spiral?
I don't remember that spiral, but I played quarterback just in the playground, throwing the ball around. So that's kind of how I learned how to throw a spiral, and then refined it over the years. Obviously, getting to this level, there's a lot of emphasis put on technique. So I've learned a few tricks to the trade since then.
Who taught you how to throw your spiral?
My dad did. I would play quarterback. He would take me and let me watch Jim Kelly, get well soon, Jim, and. He would, just have me watch him and then go through his quarterback teach tape that he would put on, and that's how I learned how.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to show you how bad mine is first, man. Mine, and then this is just, I'm sorry about this in advance.
It's a great...
You might cry. Yeah.
It's a great teaching tool.
Yeah.
See you throw it, then I can help you correct it.
This is bad, man. It like did a duck.
That was a duck? No.
How bad? All right, give me a rating. How many pairs of socks is that out of 5?
Well, see, the thing is, most people push
okay.
when they throw it. You actually did have a nice wind-up. I don't know what you did with the back end of that hand. So I'd say that was probably 2. Two pairs of socks.
2 pairs. All right, let me see how you do this. How do you do? What's the goal here?
So I mean, you grab the ball just like you normally did. It's just however you feel comfortable. Some guys hold it lower, some guys hold it higher.
Yeah.
And the trick to it is when you're throwing the ball, it's like you're pointing at your target. It's not a point like this.
Okay.
It's when you throw the ball, it's a pendulum-like action.
Okay.
So when you're going,
look at that spiral.
You're just flicking it through.
It's like almost like not like a curveball, right?
Right. So when you threw it like this.
And that was still a good spiral.
And that's why it ducked on you. So if you just think about it, think of your hand coming off the ball one finger at a time, and then at the end of it, You're pointing at you.
And where are you gripping? Show me.
I grip it right here.
Okay, so you have one finger on here, the other three are off the actual laces.
Right.
What was that movie, Ace Ventura? He goes, laces out.
That's kicking.
Dude.
That's when you kick the ball.
Yeah, that was laces out. All right, here we go. All right.
Here we go.
Hold on, so we got one hand like this.
Right.
All right.
That's fine.
All right, and then.
That's your motion. You're going to coil back.
Coil back.
Whip through. Look at that.
Did I get it? Oh, did I get that?
That was pretty close.
How many pairs of socks, Robert?
That was a 3.
Okay.
That was 3, so from 2 to 3.
All right.
So once again, just watch.
Oh, see? Yours are hard to catch.
Right. So
mine are like softballs.
You throw a nice catchable ball.
Robert, do I feel like a girl?
You don't throw like a girl.
Okay. All right.
You don't. Just want to make sure you stand tall.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Ugh.
You're getting closer.
A little duck on that one.
You're aiming it a little bit.
All right.
Kind of just let that pendulum come through.
You don't think about this at all when you throw, do you?
No, you don't have to.
You don't, because
once it becomes so competitive, it's all just
a natural thing.
Natural thing.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Here we go. Pull it back. Whip through.
Ew.
Yeah, that was.
All right, give that a 0.
That was a 0.
That was a 0. That was the worst.
That was the worst of the 3.
And is it the worst?
First was the best.
Okay.
We might have to go with that one.
All right.
Spiral, but we'll give you a couple more.
Last one. All right, he's a busy man.
Pendulum through. Look at that.
That was a little better, right? That was a little better.
It's like when you're shooting a basketball. Some guys shoot a dead ball. Some guys shoot a ball with a spin. It's all about that last finger off the ball. That's what creates your spin.
Let me try catching one of your throws.
You got it.
I don't know if I can do this. All right. This is going to be brutal. Oh, man. Dude, that was brutal, man.
You got to catch one on camera.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Yes! I caught with my eyes closed. All right. Mr.